guys, well, let's get started here. Real quick, audio check. I want to do a screen check. Can you guys see the website right now? It shows Green Street Realty. Go to the chat box. Let me know you see it. Cool. All right, guys. Good. Well, let's get her done. So, Brian, real quick, I've known you for a little bit. Kind of share a little bit with us about your company, Green Street Real Estate. Realty. This is their main website. You can always go check it out, greenstreetrealty.com. Share a little bit more about your background, how you got involved with the company, and kind of what you guys are up to. Tell me a little bit more about where you guys started as far as where you were at a couple of years ago when we first met you guys, and where you guys are at now, and how marketing has played into that.
For anybody who understands how real estate is marketed for forever and ever, it's generally signs in yards, snail mail, cold calling, or it's your friend that you're going to do business with or a family member. That's generally, those are the old hat ways of doing business. And we know with technology now, between whether it's social networking, whatever the case may be, we know that technology allows for everybody to be connected and be able to brand and market themselves. When I got into this business 6 short years ago, the only business I did was pick up the phone and cold call or door knock. Go into a neighborhood. By the way, if you guys don't know, in Arizona between now and September, it's over 100 degrees. And I would go out dressed well, long sleeve shirt, drive around in the heat and door knock to meet people and try and do business. That's worse than snail mail, but it works, and you can build relationships. But it's hard work. And it costs money, and it's tiring, and frankly, to some people, it's offensive, and it's uncomfortable, and all of those things. We've been fortunate to now build a team in our company, not your traditional real estate team, but an executive team where we have, we're fortunate to have an IT director, and we have a little marketing team, and we've been able to collaborate on using technology now to move ourselves forward. If you guys see our website here, we're pretty proud of our website. Pretty forward thinking. We now use things like blogging. We do a ton of pay-per-click advertising. So we pay per click on Google, which I'm sure Corey's going to ask me more questions about. We still do some snail mail. We have a courier system that we use out in the field. And then for follow-up conversion and retention, we use Mojo Video Marketing. So with all of those things, we're able to hit clients, whether they're approaching us from, let's say, web advertising like Google, MSN, Yahoo, those kinds of companies. Snail mail, where we're approaching them, so something shows up in their mailbox, so you get a courier there. We're still doing door knocking, cold calling as well, but the follow-up conversion after we've touched them the first time to really drive home the message and the conversion rate is with the help of Mojo.
So, yeah, and so what would you say it's done for your company? Like all these things put together and having the follow-up piece as well as the lead gen piece, as far as where you're at 2 years ago versus where you're at now, what would you say the difference is?
The biggest thing, I think, easily is time spent. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest one, period, because, in any sales business, follow-up is the most forgotten thing, unfortunately, and it's your number one catalyst to conversion. We talk about in our office, there's really 3 steps of business, and it's prospecting, deal management, and closing. And you're always stuck in one, so you can't do the other 2, but it requires all 3 to generate revenue. So for us, we're best at prospecting. We're salespeople. And then we have an infrastructure or a team of, either co-listing agents or transaction coordinators to kind of deal with the paperwork and the minutia. And then you have closing, and you kind of get stuck in one. One that's really forgotten, I think, in real estate is after the sale. So if we're out prospecting, which is what we do best, and we get new live people, and we've built the front-end relationship, if we had to spend an equal amount of time following up and staying in touch, and then after the deal closed, we had to stay in touch and keep following up, we really would become professional follow-uppers. I don't know how that sounds. So really what it's done is it's allowed us to focus the bulk of our time on what we do best, our best skill sets that turn into money-making opportunities, which is generating new clients to turn into revenue. And what Mojo's allowed us to do is free up the time of following up. As a company, I think we have currently somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 live or active clients that are either in a new lead status or that are pending to close. If we had to have a staff of people to follow up with them on a regular basis, we'd literally have to house a full-time office to follow up with them, and we trust that our campaign with Mojo is doing that, and I know we're going to touch on that as we move forward.
It's totally awesome. And so what's really cool about this funnel is that, so you click on there, you go right to that page right here, and what's interesting is this, you can use anything to drive traffic to this page. Literally, the possibilities are endless, and we're going to talk about how you're doing that with some more interesting ways, because PPC is just one of them. And if you could imagine this is now your natural hub, right? This is where your marketing efforts are aimed at. So anything that you do, you kind of want to direct people here, because this is how you get qualified prospects that are predisposed to buy from you or do business with you. And so that's, like what we do at Mojo, we do a lot of Craigslist advertising. So we have ads in Craigslist that we put up, and they're banner ads, or they're like pictures of a video right there, and it's got an interesting headline. Some of them are pictures of babies with, fists that are holding them up, and so, so some of them are pictures of women. Women always like do really well, but it's just advertisements, right? You're just, it's like, back in the day, you used to use Yellow Pages, right? And that's what most business owners used to do, and that was their main traffic generation funnel. And there's lots of methods out there that you can drive advertisement with. PPC is one of them. You can do it with SEO. You can have it on your business cards. And for instance, Mojo, on the back of our business card, we have this free report, and we have the website. And boom, you can just, it says, free report, here's what it is, here's what it'll do for you. You can get this free report at this website. So that's a lead generation. Right there, you guys got, I'm just looking at it right now, you have greenstreetrealty.com/bnorth, and it's on the back of your card. I'm looking at it, and it's got a little, one of those little, what are these? QR codes? Yeah, and those are hitting pretty big right now.
It goes to a video.
Goes to a video.
Where I
How
get
about that?
So what he's talking about is a QR code. It's on the back of my business card. And so if I get someone my business card, they can scan the QR code on the back of it, and it'll pull up a video on their phone of me talking to them.
And just so you guys know what QR code is, let me just kind of bring it up. But it's kind of like a little barcode deal. And so it looks like this. You can get your own personal one made. It basically goes on your card, it goes on your flyers, it goes on pretty much anything, any signs, and people scan this, they put it into their mobile phone like you see here, they take a picture of it, there's a little app people can download, and boom, automatically it takes you to a website that you can get more information. So this is kind of really cool stuff, some really ninja marketing that's going on right now. So we can always talk about stuff like this, but it's interesting because this is all lead gen. All of it's lead gen. All of it's supposed to get you to a free offering just like this. And so a lot of clients use the matrix just to provide free offerings like this. So they put their videos in there, their free video guide to whatever, based upon what your business is, and then you use Mojo in order to deliver this content to your prospects. And so this is essentially, the biggest thing that anybody listening to this is the main thing you want to focus on. Get a page like this, or like Mojo's page over here, where you have a offering of some kind and you're doing data capture. And literally the advertisements you can do are anywhere. Social media, you can put it on flyers. If you're doing trade shows, you could have, trade show flyers that you hand out to everybody on your business card. You can do like Green Street is doing with lots of PPC. You can do Facebook postings or Facebook advertisements, Facebook PPC. There's literally hundreds of websites that you can go out and get banners on and drive traffic to your free offerings if you know how to do it. So there's tons of ideas out there. It really all depends on how you want to do it. And these guys are just definitely focusing a lot on the whole PPC aspect of it. But I know you guys have some other lead generation sources. For instance, you were just telling me about an interesting way in which you get people to actually call you guys up, which I thought was so ninja. I wanted you to share it with us.
Yeah.